Hello everybody. We're still in a system of Langisi, Sisters of Eve station for level 4 missions. And kind of stuck around here in that little corner of space. See this little conglomerate right there? So that's where I kind of fly around and pick up the signature that nobody really cares about. And I was able to pick up another minor sleeper cache not so long ago, and but to be honest, that's not really much going on here. As well as another thing I was able to find is a 4 out of 10. Yeah, 4 out of 10 from Angels and Angel Cartel. It's a mining colony. Even though it was easy to complete, the drop was pretty small, I should say. Let me show you what's dropped from there. Yeah. So domination EM coding for 11,000, and that's all I got. There's nothing else. So also I was in parallel doing some missions for Sisters of Eve. I'm at 70,000. It's nothing crazy because I was somehow almost no burners. Even though I was the one who was giving you the advice to, hey, you can skip the missions, and yet I actually had a problem with these guys. With the agent, every time I tried to start the mission, I would be given some, something what I don't need. For example, this in the midst of that space. This is a long-going mission, and I think your Amar standings will go down. Obviously, that's not a good one for me. Another thing, what happened was I was so happy to see it first, but then I realized that actually there was nothing to be happy about. The burner mission for Ashimo that I never did, but I specifically brought my Gila for it. Let me show you the fit a little quick. So passive Gila with a regenerating shield, 165 HP, which should be just enough to go through Ashimo and its Logi. So I was like, oh, finally, let me go after them. And then I realized it's in a low sec. And not just any low sec, it's low sec with like 44 players in there. Because I'm next to Heck, and I think there's like 1 or 2 systems down. That's where that mission was, and I'm definitely not going for it. Yeah, taking that PvE Gila into into something it's more than I can handle. That's for sure. That's not a PvP feat, and for now I'm trying to avoid this mess anyways. So that mission will be declined. All right, and let's see if we can request something. Excuse me. All right. Anomic agent. As I was complaining, I actually got some anomic. Okay, so we have a blood raider, only frigate size, hideout. Who we dealing with, by the way? Who we dealing with? It's a blood raider burner. Whether oh, it's a crewer. Perfect. Just Just what I wanted. Kruger is pretty much, that's an easy one. Is it the one where you pretty much stand still? Yeah, I think this is the case. So you let me get into my Nurgle. And let's board the ship and fit it for Kruger. Kruger fit ship. Close, don't need that. All right, so with a Kruger, you pretty much, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just activate your modules. You have your occult drones. With the occults, you actually have enough DPS in order to take care of them. And the only thing what you have to be concerned about is your capacitor, because it's going to be a lot of heavy neuting. And right there, the excess capacitor recharge rate should be at least 14 or 14 and a half. Mine at 16 and a half, and I think there is a the Colts in there. I think there is a booster, right? Which I can... Where did I keep it? Okay, there is a booster for actually resisting neuting, right? Anti-drain. I'll take that. It's a cheap booster on the market. Plus I still have it left from... Let me get one. Alright, well, enough talk. Let's go and take a quick care. Take care of that burner. Brewer, who's unlucky to be on our way. There is no way you're dying from it on Nurgle. Yeah, should take like 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'll share my thoughts about that Winter Nexus, because I actually had a little more expectations, to be honest, from this event. I kind of come back to EVE Online during the Crimson Harvest, because I don't know how, but CCP, they managed boost up the interest, because I think even though I was flying through high sec during the scanning part of the event, it was pretty good money. I was surprised how profitable that was. And you know, you can go through the sites quickly and you know, making money. Plus they kind of extended the achievement. Remember how you would have like 700 or 800, and then they actually put more in there at the end, and they kind of spiced it up with a chance of you know, Moloch drop, even though I don't know if anybody got it or not. I don't think so, because if there would be truly a drop of Moloch, I think it would be, you know, whoever would get it, they would make it famous. That would be screaming all over the place. But I don't know. Last time I checked Reddit, nobody was posting about it. All right, Kruger. Get there. You don't have to move. So you stand still. Activate modules on him. All right, buddy. And that's it. That's all you have to do, basically. Oh. How much of anti-drain? Capacitor warfare resistance. Bonus 6%. Does it get reflected in our... No, it's still 16.5. So it doesn't affect the capacitor, just the resistance to stealing your energy. That's like a holy cross to the vampire. We're on Van Helsing Nurgle flying. Alright, how are we doing in our spool up? 31%. Yeah, as soon as it gets like over 50, you see how quickly his armor will be falling. The crewer. How you doing down there? Suffering. So we spooled up to 53%, and you see, slowly but surely, his armor started to melt. Easy. Couple things on the feet. You need status Webifier type 2, and oh, that's important one. You need a medium cap battery sensor, and that's a key right there for your that extra energy. In order to equip it, this is what you need right there. That big power core, and of course EM resistance. And you just don't feel this guy at all. I'm at 87 spool up. It taking a little longer than I anticipated, but still, you know, it's very relaxing practice comparing to who was the hardest one for me. Probably Worm with his helpers. Oh no, he's alone. Worm is alone. The only thing is, you gotta catch him. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Warp drive active.
Even though he didn't drop me nothing, I'm still taking that little trash. Just because. Actually, I used to bring a salvager with me too. Just to make sure there is nothing left of that burner. And I was expecting, since these guys are flying on faction, you know, some cool pirate faction ships, I thought the salvage will be T2. But as far as I remember, you salvage them, all you have is a scrap metal, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a disappointment, so I kind of stopped wasting my time on it. Alright, let's see, maybe our level 4 agent will be generous to us and will give us more missions like that. That's as easy as it gets. What I really want to do is a high-sec Ashimo run, just to see if that concept actually works, that passive Gila has enough firepower in order to blow up a couple Logis quick enough and then concentrate on Ashimo.
Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
And another thing is what I'm worried about. I don't use the Nirvana set because I need repping. That's why I use Meat Asclepion. Let me drop this trash real quick. And talk to Our Lady. Can I have my 14,000? Thank you very much. Request the mission. Ennio. Perfect. See? Alright, let's refeed for Ennio. right? Yeah, just want to make sure I'm, yeah. It's Ennio, and, real quick we'll do the refit. Okay, where's my annual refit? Oh, Ennio is a team burner, so we have to orbit him at 6.5 kilometers. Shoot with a Colt. That's all. So I think the main point of it, of the fighting with Ennio, is not getting, not letting him close, because it's a Colt, right? Because his blasters are pretty aggressive. I think blasters, that's what he's using, right? Short range, extremely powerful. And if I remember correctly, Ennio was the one who actually exploded my Nurgle once because I forgot to activate resistance. So he can fly to... I think I was like talking on the phone, got a little bit overconfident, and that Ennio just pretty much, before I even figured out what happened, he just went through my armor quickly. Even though I did not let him close, but yet without the resistance. And then by the time I realized what happened, I was already like on my, you know, remaining percentage of the hull. The structure was almost gone. Felt so stupid back then. Okay. Let's warp to the location.
Warp drive active.
Oh, you know what? I gotta set up a radius, the orbiting, because I think I'm at like 500 or something, 500 meters. Yeah. Oh no, I'm at 6. Should be good, right? Just double checking. Don't want to do that mistake. Oh, resistance is on. And it's a team, so you have to make sure you're actually picking the right one. And you're right there. Orbiting. $14 kilometers waiting. Yep. And we can start the occult. Okay, so he got pretty close. He got pretty close, 4.5. I think once I was way too close, even though I did everything right, but I think I did not activate stasis webifier far enough. So we were still pretty fast moving towards each other. So he managed to get so close to me, like less than 2 kilometers. And to be honest, my armor went down like 50%. And I was like, do I have a deja vu? Did I activate my resistances? Yeah, so at this point, all you do is just pretty much orbiting him. He will not be able to get close to you. I'm using Federation Navistasis Webifier. Couple of words on FIT. Federation Navistasis. Then you have a small cap battery, Republic fleet. Then I have a pretty good one-man afterburner. Couple entropic radiation sinks, just a regular T2. You have a A-type small armor repair, and of course that armor hardener. Kinetic, right? Yeah. And I didn't even purchase like really expensive ones, this A-type, and because I got Dark Blood from some missions I've been doing around Amar. No luck again. But, you know, this is fine. I'm here not for the faction modules. I'm here for loyalty points only. Just keep giving me this, baby. And I told you that there was a one day when I had back-to-back like dozen of these missions. Maybe not back-to-back, but it was like 4 or 5 back-to-back. Then regular mission like Angel Extravaganza, which I can do pretty quickly on Paladin. There is a way to blitz all these rooms, plus you have a implant over there, usually like up to 20 mil. And then quickly when I come back, I start getting burner missions again, one after another. Very good day. But after that, I wasn't able to to get the same pattern. I don't know what did I do differently. I think it's totally random stuff. And you will see. I'll show you right now the relationship with the Sisters of Eve. I have it pretty high. They love me there. Who's flying around? Pioneer, Tango. Yeah, you see Marauders, Nurgles, and usually Garmors are flying around as well. I don't like to do burners on Garmor. In my opinion, it takes too long. Plus one little mistake and they'll blow you away. Nurgle is much more forgiving at that stand. Okay, so let me drop that. Let me strip my Nurgle right away so I don't forget later. Because if I don't do it, I have to do the, you know, the refeeding works weird when it, you know, when you're fitted for something else and then you hit the refit. At least my client is doing something strange. So let's talk to the lady. Let's check the relationship I told you about. So 8.2 with this particular agent, 8.76 with the Sisters of Eve faction. So I can afford bleeding, you know, if I have to skip some missions, but I don't know. I feel a little worried every time I hit that request mission. Because it's like a lottery. Alright, give me one more burner. Just what I asked for. Destroy the Vengeance. Vengeance, that's another team, right? Yep. So you just approach him with a Colt, and that's it. That's all but what Vengeance is requiring. And by the way, I already mentioned that. But just as a reminder, that's not my fits for Nurgle. I took it from Hateless Gaming. He still has his his streams recorded on YouTube, and even though they're like more than 2 years old, because I think he stopped streaming after, but yet it's still very good, still doing its thing. So the occult. All right, let's go do a vengeance burner. And if I remember correctly, Hateless Gamer, his advice is actually to take care of the logi for vengeance first. But I figured, you know, while you're chasing them around, it's actually, you know, not necessary. If you just concentrate on main burner, you do it faster. Maybe what that logi will be saving them another 20 to 30 seconds. But chasing the logi around and having like a, not occult, but Baron with less DPS will probably extend this mission a couple minutes.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I just want to double check that that's the right burner. Yeah. All right, let's go take care of that vengeance.
Warp drive active.
Resistance up. How far he is? All right. Approach. Prop module. $30 kilometers. Can see the rockets. Now I'm waiting for 14 to catch him. Got it. And now it's some occult. Yeah, and he's trying to fly away, but not gonna work. His velocity is a little over 300, and we're making 416. That's thanks to that Corelli A-type 1MN afterburner. Yep, we're close and personal with him. By the way, my previous stream dropped just 1 hour into stream, and I couldn't figure out why. I think my OBS crashed. So whoever was there with me, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out what happened, but I think it's just glitched out and actually happens from time to time, but it was the first time for me. And I don't know what was it related to, maybe recent update? Because before I launched that particular stream, OBS was actually updating. It was downloading something. Maybe it was a good idea to restart the computer after update like that takes place. Despite, you know, it doesn't give you the warning messages about it. Yeah, so... And it was pretty late, so I decided not to start it over. Alright, whoever never done burners probably think that I made it look so easy, but that's like thanks to the feats of Haley's Gaming. Look up his video, like one frigate, all burners, one frigate. I think that's the name for it. Wow, he keeps resisting. Imperial Navy. How are you? Call me chef. What's up? Check this out. First faction drop from Burner, who have Imperial Navy from Vengeance. I'll take that. Alright, let's get back. And by the way, that's a third burner in a row for me. Oh, you just started? That's great. You know, I was thinking about posting that link. If you just started on your own, you can actually get a 1 million SP for free if you use somebody else's link. I should have leave it in the description of my streams and my videos, but make sure you take advantage of it. Like whoever offering you that link, or maybe I'll be posting it after the stream. Yeah, don't disregard it, because 1 million in the beginning skill points is that's a huge boost. You can get your main 14 skills high up, and that will make you prepared as an alpha clone for a lot of activities in the game. What do you think, by the way, about the game? What it's like to start it in 2025? I bet it's much easier than it used to be. The tutorial is good. That's your first one, don't worry about it. Just try to enjoy, you know, try different activities. Yeah, try different and participate in this Winter Nexus event, because I think at least scanning part is you have ton of random skills leveled, so you probably got your you're not strong enough for battle part of the Winter Nexus, but you can do the scanning part. And for the beginner, it's a very good money-making start. So my advice to you would, you know, definitely try it out. Don't go for the battle sites, but the scanning part is a good one. So let me strip this guy a little quick. But I wanted to share my thoughts as a player with, you know, who plays a little longer for Winter Nexus, and I think it's a 6-1. Yeah, it's a 6 Winter Nexus, which they were not very different in the past, but this one they actually changed, and changed a lot, and not to the best side. So we just completed third one, and just like that we have like almost plus 45,000 skill loyalty points, and now we are at 112. And 112 is almost a half of that BPC of another Odysseus. We're going forward. All right, let me request one if the fourth one will be the burner too. You were doing T0s earlier. That's good. That's a good start. You know, But Abyss running is see, it gets a little repetitive after a while. But T0s are definitely alpha clone friendly. Now rock drone harassment. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I think we are okay to decline a couple missions to see if we can if we can squeeze out another burner mission from her. So we decline. I'm okay with dropping it. Let's request it. Burner, destroy burner Ashimo. And it's in the... Oh my god! Finally! Finally! Accept. Alright. So, I was waiting for that. It's in a secure space, in a high sec. And I will be taking my passive Gila. We were just talking about Ashima because that agent was teasing me with Ashima burner mission, but she gave it to me in the low sec. So check this out. Here's what I have. What's in my drone bay? So I'll use Vespas against the Ashimo. So it's totally passive. All right. So you have a 3 Caldari Navi large shield extenders, and then you're pretty much passively protected from thermal and a couple from EM. So your my resistances are at 78, 69 for EM and thermal. So what else I have? Caldari Navi shield power relay and Tech 2 medium core defense purgers, that defense field purges, in order to boost up that HP regeneration for the shield. All right, well, enough talk. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. And if I remember correctly, so you have to go after both logis first. You know, the using Corix for for Abyss T1. That's good. That's a good start. Yeah, but T1, it just kind of briefly shows you what's in there. You can actually, I think, pretty quickly go to T1 after T0. I think it's safe enough, but maybe double check tutorials a little more, because it's ton of stuff on YouTube on Abyss, and I've been running them so much that at some point, even though I was making plenty of ISK on T5 and T6, after I lost my very expensive Gila and very expensive jump clone with a high grade Nirvana, I kind of stopped doing it. It's like, that was my mistake. And I had a resp with a, I think, yeah, that was a T6 Abyss with 3 Vedmox and a bunch of Damovics. This Damovics was like starving Damovics, and I thought maybe I should go after this starving Damovics first. You said you always make 2 ships. You mean you're taking 2 Corexes inside? Because I never use destroyers for it. All right, call me Shav. Give me 1 minute, because it's the first time I'm doing this Ashimu burner, and I oh, backup. Okay. Yeah, I could not Could not do the backup with such expensive, because back then when I lost it, I think the Gila was almost 2 billion and the jump clone was like 2.5. So it was like almost 5 billion loss for me. I got so frustrated. Alright, there are no modules to activate, so I just have to overheat my rocket launcher in the beginning. Okay, let's go after these guys. 42 kilometers. What the hell? No. Okay, let's go after this one. Go. Oh shoot. They're focusing on my Caldari Vespa. God damn it. Run away, run away. Alright. Kill him already. Alright, now this one. Are you... Okay. They're switching to my... Shoot. That doesn't go as good as I expected. Because I'm losing... I forgot to pay attention to my drones. And there you go. 2 Caldari Vespas gone. Oh my god. Alright, well, you can see I'm a bit worried when I do it for the first time. So let's go after this guy. And they're switching. Oh my god, it's so fast. It's so fast when it comes to... As soon... Okay, they switched again. This is ridiculous. They're switched so quick, and they pretty much blow them away. Even though Caldari Navi Vespas are extremely tough drones. And, you know, with me yapping around here... Did he switch again? No, he's... Okay, he's... now he's... Okay, switched. We'll bring him back. And, let's try... Let's try the Valkyries on this guy. What's his... Oh, okay. So Vespas are the best ones to go after him. And I should have used kinetic instead of... Oh, there you go. He's going after my Valkyries again. Okay. Alright. Go get him, boys. And he's about to switch again, right? No. He is on me. Nope. Dang it. Let's use Homer hats. Yeah, you should look at your drones 100%. As soon as he switches, bring him back. Especially those Homer hats, thermal ones, because these guys are melting fastest than... Okay, whoa, whoa. He blows them away like candies. You know, I should switch. Let's go for kinetic one. Yep, he switched to my Vespas again. Yeah, so main thing is Gila is tanking like a champ. But the problem is, as soon as Ashimu concentrate its focus on your drones, gotta bring him back right away. That's what makes it so long. Alright, eat some kinetic. And he switched again. Yep. Alright, bring Vespa back. Yeah, this Ashimo is ruthless when it comes to messing with drones. And my Valkyries are missing. Oh, not anymore. We're so close. Perfecto. Alright, let's go take a look what's inside. Oh my god, it didn't go as good as I expected. How many drones did I lose? 3? Freaking rookie. Did I lose 3? Yeah. Stupid. Oh my gosh. Alright. Now we know what to look for. What is that? Antikythera element? Antikythera. Limited information is available on this object. A direct analysis reveals some vague and distorted results. Slight external damage signals that was detected from somewhere else, but despite its removal, the core structure continues to thrum with a deep surging power. Even without proof or solid knowledge or a function of this component, it is quite clear that it forms a vital part of something much larger. I have no idea what to use it for. It says industry here. Mid-grade savior. What else? And mid-grade savior. Okay, so you need like 22 of those in order to build one mid-grade savior implant. Yeah, thank you very much. Remind me the price of Caldari Navi Vespa. How much money did I lose on that? Alright, at least Sisters of Eve Bureau, where I'm going to, have those for sale for relatively cheap. At least cheap, you know, I mean related to the area. So I'll buy a couple, no, 3 of those over there. Good experience though. Now I know what to look for, because I was a little worried going here. Just to... I was worried about the tank. But as you saw, even if that Ashimo would never switch the attention to my drones, I think we would be able to tank it just fine. It would never bring me to my, like, below half. And keep in mind, my jump clone doesn't have any Nirvana implants. Totally passive Gila with T2 shield purgers. No backup ships for me. Call me chef. So I have ships for all burners here, especially the burners that you know, that Nurgle is taking care of all the frigates.
Autopilot engaged.
But then when it comes to base, like Ashimo, Thalasus, and Dramiels, these guys' bases, you know, I have specific ships just for that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right.
Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Let's fix it up a little quick. All right, all fixed. And the last thing... Let's buy 3. 7 million gone. But that's fine. Thank you very much. Oh, and by the way, I gotta drop this stuff in my Odysseus. Yep. Alright, let's see if she will bless me with another burner. No. Worlds Collide. Should we do Worlds Collide? Do I have a... I think I do have that's the key in order to bypass the room number 1. Zbiboki, right? Yeah, there you go. Zbibokis. Alright. Put it in cargo. Yeah, I think we can do it quickly. Just because it gives us 10,000 loyalty points, I think that would be wise. 1 second, just want to do a quick refresh of my memory. So Words collide. Angel Cartel against Sancha. I think that's what it is. Yeah, the way to blitz it is we go for Angel Gate, right? Yeah, and we don't pick up the fight in Pocket 1. Pocket 2, all ships in Pocket 2 have to be destroyed to unlock the gate, no problem. Pocket 3, destroy Group 1, grab the hostages from the Heron. Fly back. And Group 1, just reminding myself, Group 1 is 3 elite cruisers and 2 battleships. Alright, sounds good. Alright, let's go. I was just thinking about should I use any boosters? Probably I'll get some on the way out on the next mission or so. Because I still have some left from Crimson Harvest, and all it's doing is just staying there. I sold all the most expensive ones, level 4 and 3, and the little leftovers actually used for running missions. Even though I don't think it gives me too much. Like for example this Tetrimon anti-drain booster, capacitor warfare resistance bonus 6%. Do you feel it? Or that's a placebo effect? Well, you cannot reject placebo effect. That's a miracle of humanity. Let's go.
Drive active.
I did take the key, yeah. So whoever doesn't know, I'll show you how to blitz that mission. Okay. What we have here is 2 groups. Oh, it's a Guristas. I think doesn't matter who that is, we still have to pick the Angel, the Cartel's base, right? Yeah, because in this area I always used to have Angel against Sancha, and now I have Angel. Oh no, it's Sancha against Guristas. No, not Guristas. Why? You know what? I think I looked at the wrong name or something. It's still Angel against Sancha. No changes there. All right. Skipping room 1, so you don't have to deal with all these guys. Go for the next one. And the next one, that's where we actually have to destroy everybody. I don't think I'm gonna be like dropping off my tractor, the mobile tractor. Don't care what these guys are dropping. Let's see if I can get rid of these 2 annoying guys right away. Probably not. Transversal is too big. Yeah, over 300. Yeah, I'll definitely not gonna be able to do it. Alright. Yeah, makes no sense. Okay, well then, let's switch to conflection and show them what we're made of. Boom, gone. Next. Gone. All these cruisers are just melting. Not the Cinnaball. I think Cinnaballs are a bit tougher. Should I? Yeah, probably should switch to more little ones. If I still have enough time to pick them up. Can I? Probably not. Alright, that's fine. Let's focus on the big guys. Oh, my drone. Damn it. I don't know, I don't have a good luck with drones today. Oh. Misclick. But you see how effective the Paladin is. I wonder if I'll be able to pick the destroyers with multi-frequency ones. Oh, not again, not again. Run away. They just got one more of my... Man, they switch again. Yeah, let's go for multi-frequency. Then we start picking these destroyers. Let's go try one more time. Yeah, Cinnaball can tank pretty good. Oh, they're switching to drones again. Returning. We return the Hobgoblin. Yeah, unfortunately, tracking is Yeah, it's probably better turn off the Bastion. Okay, they switched to drones again. Yeah, some days are worse than others. Let me... Yeah, my tracking is not good enough. Yeah. Yeah, in order to blitz it, you have to concentrate on small stuff first. Yeah, I should have not worried about tank. Should worry about your tracking. No. At least I could hit some of them. Yeah, remember, multi-frequency and small stuff first. Do not target battleships and cruisers in the beginning until you get rid of all these annoying frigates which are flying under your guns and there is nothing you can do about them. Ah, you mother. Okay, they killed one more. They killed my acolyte. I'm not gonna forgive you. Alright, go after the last one, and we go. At least I'll be able to blitz at least one final room, because there is only one group you have to get rid of. I think that's the closest one that's hanging out right next to you. And they're very close to... they're very close to that Heron, where you picking up the crew.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's do it. Should I switch to conflag? Yeah. Alright, group 1. Yeah, this is group 1 right here. The closest one right there. So this guy... Let's go for Bastion. Reps. And... there you go. Enjoy. Alright, next battleship. See, we're tanking just fine. It just... Damn it. I'm probably gonna have to spend one more cycle here. Alright. I'll just kill more people. Because ideally, you want to be able to do it in one cycle. I don't want to tank these guys without Bastion. I just kill some extra firepower. So they don't bother me, as I'll be picking up the crew from that damaged Heron. See, these guys. Alright, let's go for him. Loot. And we are good to go. I don't think they can warp scran me here.
Drive active.
I don't know, maybe it's because it's so late today and my attention span is just so low that every single one of my every single one of the groups of my drones got suffered. Will I be able to buy any of those in that station of Langizi? Sisters of Eve?
Drive active. Autopilot engaged.
I think somebody was selling Caldari Vespas, but those little drones are just
Docking permission requested. Docking request
Tech 2.
accepted.
Because I have just simple Tech 2. That's why they're not tanking at all.
Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Any repairs? Yeah. Did we pick anything besides crew? Nothing. Complete. Alright, that's almost 10,000 loyalty points. That's great. And let me see if I can fill up the drones. No, not here. Hobgoblins maybe? No. Warriors? Yep. Acolyte, Hobgoblins, and we'll actually have some to replace the warriors. Okay, next time I'll be in Heck. I'll buy them. Alright, let's see what she is about to give me. Infiltrate outpost objectives Don't want to do that. Let's do burner. No. Silence of informant. Is it the one that easy to blitz? Or it's I think it's a lot of firepower. Silence. The informant. Yeah, because if it's not blitzable, I would rather...
Surround yourself with the faithful. Thought is the instigator of sin. Scripture shows the way. Report sins and sinners to MIO for absolution.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like even though it's a lot of... It's like 3 rooms. To be honest, okay, how bad are we on our standings if we keep dropping it? Well, we're not bad at all. So we're at 783, 849. Alright, let's decline this one. See if she'll give me a burner. Alright, one more. And if she plays with me again, I'm not gonna take any missions from her anymore. Alright, burner please. No. And it silenced the informant again. I guess that's it with this lady. And you can see, when you start refusing it back to back, it starts falling. It seems like it's falling faster and faster. And keep in mind, it's not only Agent and Sisters of Eve. Whenever you decline the mission, you actually, a lot of organizations are dropping. Even though it's a very minimal, because I have a good relationship, I mean good skills when it comes to agent relationship. So you see it's in red, but it's absolutely minimum. Or Evermore, Jov, Galente, and Min Matar. But it's okay, it's a minimal drop. No biggie. For some reason it feels like rolling the dice. Do you feel lucky? Let's do one more decline. One more decline and requests. No, she's gonna be she's messing with me now. Infiltrated outposts. No, I don't want to do it. You know what? Let me go and I'll go to hack just to see what's up. At the same time, I'll buy drones there if I'll see any. What the hell? Why it's so expensive? In hack, hobgoblins are freaking 600. 53 per... Okay, somebody just bought all the hobgoblins there. What about the warriors? Okay, 400. It's still expensive. Yeah, I forgot how expensive hack is. Oh, it's even... I like 2 of those. Ah, that's fine. Let's go sniff around, see if there are any refugees and dens. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky with 5 out of 10. Okay, 48 people in the system.
Warp drive active.
And these proxies are humongous. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to mention what I think on the Winter Nexus event. I think I just scratched the surface on it. They changed it. They changed it to the point where you no longer can take the Paladin or Vargur, you know, pretty much Marauder, without some shenanigans you have to do with the key in order to get into the room with it, but those keys are pretty expensive in a high sec. So I think it's designed
Warp drive
for everybody to take higher risk going into low sec, but because of that there is so much ganking activity over there. And another thing, I saw that you know, on the battle sites, a battleship is no longer warping to you. He's just spawning somewhere there. So you no longer can do safe micro warp jump a couple times and just do the site after site in a low sec or null sec. No, you'll be exposed 100%. And I see the kill board. It's horrible. And alpha clones are taking expensive ships, like fleet ships, to the sites. They're getting blown away. I don't know what is going on with the ganking in high sec right now, but I don't want to take no chances. That's first. And second one, it seems like the drop is not as good as it used to be. So Crimson Harvest is definitely beating Winter Nexus this time, unless CCP will tune it up a little bit and actually make it worth it. But so far, I've seen people do the scanning with a minimal income and taking the risk in on a battle sites in a high sec, constantly checking their D-scan and stuff.
Docking permission requested.
Hey, what's up,
Docking
Adishu?
request accepted.
Drops from high sec combat sites haven't been quiet. Yeah, and sites are pretty quick to. Well, that's true. How are you? Welcome to the stream again. And I've been like losing my drones to L4 missions here, but we just got through Ashimo, first time in my life in a high sec, and that was a messy one as well. Because as soon as they switch to your drones, they're pretty much going through their shield pretty quick, and I was flying on passive Gila. So where's the last one? In heck, okay. Yeah, I was flying passive Gila, and I was kind of carried away by watching the shield of Gila instead of managing my drones. And as soon as the Ashimo switches to this Caldari Navi Vespas, even though it's supposed to be super duper armored in a shield,
Docking request
it's just going through it pretty quickly. And you know, by the time you are recalling it, just have to keep in mind they're like webbed and scrammed. And that last one, whoever they're pinpointing, they're in trouble, and might actually lost it. So as soon as they start focusing on it, you have to recall them, because you don't have a luxury of waiting around anymore. like in abysses, for example, you know, whenever you running the sites. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you just have to pay attention. But for me, it is. Yeah, and annoying part is you have to recall all of them, because I was trying to manage. Oh, let me recall only one of those, and they will switch on me. No, you recall one, the one in trouble, they immediately switch to another one while you're trying to replace it with one more, and you're like constantly shifting it, and it just it's not worth it. So you have to recall them all, wait for them to switch on you, and then repeat the cycle. But that Ashimo was just religiously switching to my drones, and I lost 3 Caldari Vespas over there, which cost me almost 7 million ISK. Yeah, if I would pay more attention, I would not lose a single one of those, but, you know, that's me being tired. As I was about to say, it's 10 o'clock over here, and I think... all the time spent recalling, sending them again, hurt DPS a lot. Yeah, for burners, it's important. And not for my passive Gila though, because I came to conclusion that even if they would not switch, they would like that Ashima would completely focus on me only. I don't think they would go through my tank, because I was at 165 HP per second regeneration, had like 3 large Caldari Navi shield extenders, plus 3 T2 shield defense purgers for regeneration. But you know, jump clone was not Nirvana. It's I still use a Asclepion one, because more of my ships over here are repping for armor. You know what? I'll try again. One more. Just one more with this lady from Sisters of Eve. See if she's gonna give me one more burner. Because we started pretty good. It was like 3 frigate burners, then Ashimo. And after that, she just started giving me the little crappy missions. And I just finished that Worlds Collide, and I don't feel like doing any of those time-consuming ones. I wanted to see if I can maybe do a couple more burners. Alright, so I'll try one more. If not, we'll do something else.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Alright. Alright, lady. I'm not even gonna pretend that I know how to pronounce your name, but let's decline this mission and request one more. Please, burner. No. Another time. Another time. What do we have over here? Alright, you know what? Whenever my mood is about to be ruined, I have a solution. And let me show you that solution. I think you already know. All I have to do, I have just, oh, look at this beautiful ship right there. And all that bad impressions and bad mood just flies away. I'm in space. Yay, yay. Alright, let's take this beauty for a spin around. I wanna take a look what we have in here. Yeah. Because just by going in this little constellation for like couple days, I was able to locate standard sleeper cache, as well as one minor sleeper cache. I wanted to do it so badly on stream, but you know, not lucky there. One of the stream on Monday got dropped. OBS just crashed, and another one I was way too late. I think it was on Sunday when I did the big stream last time. So there are no signatures here at this system. Let's go for next one. See if we get any luck there. Okay. Even though there is no signatures, but we still can do some fuzz for Angel Refuge. There is always a chain of red district escalation. I don't know, I have a big hopes for this 5 out of 10 in a high sec. After that B-type GIST multi-spectrum shield was dropped for me, which is over 400 million. I absolutely fall in love with this. Okay. Anything around me? Nothing is going on. All right. No activity. I don't know, when I fly on this Odysseys, I have to kind of train myself to always treat space like it's a nullsec. Everybody is after me. Yeah, I don't want to lose that ship. Way too much effort and money and time invested. Alright, can I please have 5 out of 10 in a high sec? Or at least domination officer? Not an officer, but fraction captain. Faction NPC. No. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. You know, I'm noticed when you have like low expectations, it actually, you know, if drops something for you. But of course, while stream, when I want to demonstrate something, forget it. Forget it. No escalations, no faction drops, no sleeper caches. Uh-huh. Let's go somewhere here.
Warp drive active.
Am I at 4? Yeah. So that's just a wormhole. Let's see if we can identify all of them right away. Yeah. That should be something good. It feels like it's a type 3 signature. It is. Is it minor sleeper cache? It's better be. Wow. My scanner scan power at 104, right? So it's a 104 standard. Total bonus is 136, and I still struggle. What is it? No. Local Angel Data Terminal. Alrighty. What was that second one? Now, yes, I think I did one not so long ago, and I actually took Odysseus over there. I know it's slow, but I was able to grab 2 cans, you know, 2 containers over there with the most expensive loot when, you know, when the team showed up, and they basically didn't do any damage to me at all. They barely scratched. You know what? I think they took like 30-35% of my shield, and I was having my reps ready. Yeah, and that's why I was, you know, revisiting. You know, I had to change my fitting. The very first one did not have a scanner on it, and then I had to reconsider. I mean, no way do that without a scanner. Alright, so level 3. Even though it's a level 3, the loot might be absolute garbage. $99,000, $98,000. A little over 1 million on the second one. 101 ISK. Okay. Yeah. What do you... so you're on the Interceptor? Okay. I use Stiletto for that. What about you? What kind of Interceptor are you using? I don't need those. Okay. Kaldari, is it like based on Condor, I think? Forgot the name for it. It's here. That's the can with a nothing burger in it. As you can see, I'm breaking all the cans just to make sure the site respawns. You know, I don't want to leave it like that because, I don't know, always a bad feeling that I kind of screwed up people who playing the same game with me if I just cherry pick it and fly away. What? Barely 2 mil. And yeah, there is nothing in here. Not much else.
Drive active.
I don't use D-scan in the systems where, you know, when I see a very low activity. But once I'm in a system with like 20 people plus, that's where you have to use D-scan a lot. And it would be a good idea actually to check the skill board and just add the contacts so it's reflected on your overview. Whoever's doing that high side ganking. Because I'm pretty sure if I'll get on these people radars, they'll go after me. So it's only 3 here.
Drive active.
Where's that? Okay. Level 1. Let's see what's inside. Probably haunted yard. Have those pretty often lately. No? Engine lookout? I don't think so.
Warp drive active.
We'll try to go for vigils and DD sites. Did I sell something? No. I brought shuttles to that station where I'm at. And selling those for like 100,000. I don't know, you can make money. That's like 10 times the profit. Cheap as hell. Buy them for 10,000,
Active.
sell them for 100. Probably all of it. So 2 signatures, where's the... Oh, that's... Okay, the second one is over there. Uh-huh. That looks like a strong... Probably another signal 3. Complexity. Yeah, it feels like a level 3. Oh. No, just level 2 wormhole. Yeah, another thing about Winter Nexus I wanted to mention. What's the reward? I think it's that destroyer, mining destroyer at the end. Just to have it. I don't know. Even the skins are for the ships I don't use. So it's like the brigades. Yeah, this is Cosmos Agent. Let's go for one more system and get out from here. Yeah, so what is that? Endurance, Buzzard, Nightmare, 25 Plex, thank you very much, but Hulk, Balgoring. Buzzard. Oh. Okay, maybe it makes sense to get... You see, I never fly Buzzard, I have Cheetah. But it seems like you have a strong focus on a Caldari, right? That's what it feels like. I started with Min Matar ships and I kinda got stuck to it. You know, there is a... Even though they look like crap. Yeah, your character in Caldari. Yeah, it's like... A lot of players I think started from there. Because of everybody know about Jita. That's where that's where the most characters' base is. For me, it's Amar. I don't know. I kind of feel like Jita is a little bit overkill. Way too much movement. Way too busy. And a lot of ganking takes place. You have to use that dock on dock booking all the times, and oh, that's probably the cosmic ones. What about this? Is it also a cosmic? It's probably just a Cosmos agent, but I'll check just in case. Because I can't remember, I think... Yeah, for trades, Jita of course is better, but you see, I'm noticed that the prices over there are pretty low for selling, and yeah, Minmotar, and I didn't know much about the game when I started as a Minmotar character in the beginning, so I got stuck in this rents for so long just to you know, I was like, where's the stuff is being purchased and sold? And I saw rents, but I wasn't Heimatar, so I didn't know much about how this whole selling infrastructure and market is working. And then I found out about Jita and Dodexy and Hack, and rents and Hack are the slowest ones, then Dodexy is the next one, where Dodexy was actually my second station where I moved. And the final one for me was Amar, and I kind of like it there because there is the prices are higher for selling, and I don't know, I can even, you sell skins probably 10 to 20 times higher price than it is in Jita. In Jita, well, and the skins, I mean the one for Discovery, and I have a lot of those because I have, how many? I have 4 characters which I actually took through the whole program of Discovery, got 4 BPCs for marshals, sold them all for like 7.5 to 8.5 bill. Yeah, I was that intense. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody else do that. Took a lot of time, but you know, after doing it for a while, you already know the pattern. And what I don't like though is CCP puts a limit of, I think, 5 levels per day for Amiga, the most, and I think 2 or 3 for alphas. Yeah, that was inconvenient because it kind of extends the process. What do I have there? Okay, data processing center. Oh well. No problem. Who knows, maybe it's gonna drop something, because I think in the it actually can happen. You can have accounts with up to 10 million in the high sec in data sites. It's whenever you have these gas components. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These ones, the composite molecular condenser. Yeah, those are pretty expensive, especially the CV. And if you're lucky to get those, That's when the most money is coming from. On data sites. High-sec data sites, of course. And I know because I did so many of those when I was flying around in Stratios. You guys have no idea. You know, I think multi-frequency would be better. Okay. Let's go see if we get lucky in a data site. Yeah. I agree with you with Zeugma and Ligature. They're expensive, but I was never able to get all the components on my own. I always had to buy something else, you know, whatever was missing. Okay, no luck on red light district. That's fine. Just 1 second.
Holiday, Verizon is helping you bundle up.
I apologize. Let me switch to the music a little quick. All right. So let's take a look at this data site.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, and I was pretty surprised to see the Zeugmas are going for like what, half a bill, right? Yeah, it's over 600 here in Heck. But you know, good luck waiting for it to be sold. To say it requires a lot to, you know, that's an understatement. Oh, there you go, a little over 2 million. And that last one, projectile weapon rigging. I think that is it. What the most? No, sleeper foundation block. That's what expensive part. All right, I'll take that. And this Odysseus is ridiculous to the range of these scanners. I mean, not the scanners, but the Zeugma is 15. I can break it from 15 kilometers away. Okay, let's get the loot a little quick. Yeah. Go for the next one. And yes, so sleeper, but you see both sleeper caches that I did them on Astero, because it was minor in the standard one. Almost, yeah, you're right. Not fast enough. Yeah, it's an overkill, because even though you can crack it from far away, but you know, you still have to get close to it. And you were on that stream where others were recommending me reconsider the prop model and actually going for 100 MN AB, right? I tried it out and I just I don't think it's gonna work. You have a problem there, because, and that problem is is your power grid. So look at that. You have 50 MN micro warp drive with a power grid usage of 150, and so you use 120 gigajoules per cycle. Now, when it comes to 100 MNIB, I was expecting... Hold on, let's start with I think this one was the most saving one. Power grid usage. 563. 563. Where should I get the fitting for it? Then let's go for the attributes. 320 gigajoules. Yes, because I think among all the battle cruisers, Odysseus has the lowest power grid out of them all, and that's the balancing tool that, you know, CCP applied here, because it kind of made sense in the beginning. I was like, oh my god, yeah, maybe 100 MNAB is much better, but I use 3 times more gigajoules per cycle. I go slower and I require more power grid. So I've never seen anybody, well, it's just probably me, I haven't searched properly yet, but I haven't seen a fitting for Odysseus with 100 MNAB afterburner, which would make sense for me. Probably have some. You can probably find them in some crazy PvP feeds as people are playing right now. I'm pretty sure something will pop up, but my brain could not process it. I was like, I'm losing. I have to give up so much just in order to have this afterburner. Makes no sense to me. That's just a wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Ah, well.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So this little area, nothing. No sleeper caches. So what we can...
Nor peace, nor solace for those who bear witness to these signs and still do not believe.
how much stuff I can drop in expedition hold? Okay, not much. That's fine. Oh, I found a very good use for the expedition hold not so long ago. One of the missions the Sisters of Eve are giving me was the storyline, that lady right there. And what she asked me to do is I had to move to hack a cargo. The only problem is this cargo is 40,000 cubic meters. So on your regular ship, there is no way. Yeah, exactly. 40,000, and I'm like, okay, what can I do? And I have a Ref, which is a hauler, T1 hauler for Minmatar, with 55 or 5600 cargo hold. So I was like, exactly, that's gonna be, yeah, tie a rope around and drag it behind like a power train, like a trolley. Yeah, but anyways, here was the solution. This freaking expedition hold with 50,000 cubic meters allowed me to put that 40,000 in. So it did not have a restriction. Here's the tricky part though. As soon as I was about to hit the undock, so I hit the undock, and what it gives me a message: are you sure you wanna get out from a station without a cargo? So mission scripted to look for that cargo in your cargo hold, regular cargo hold, but that expedition hold is not even being considered by the game. So even though it is in my ship, it's inside, game doesn't see it. Yeah, I think they just it's either they don't know or they just forgot to update it. I'm pretty sure little fixes like that are not being ignored by CCP. That's why I respect them. Once in a while they just do the little cleanups, unlike some other companies, so I will not point the fingers. But it seems like CCP is going after this little stuff which will not bring them profits, but it definitely makes the game more comfortable. And in the long run, it's a good bet, because the new players are coming over. They don't want to deal with unpolished interfaces. Should we try it one more time? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna bleed one more. I'll decline it. Screw my standings. Hold on, how bad did I screw them? It's 505 now. Okay, I better don't decline anymore. What about the Sisters of Eve? Okay, it's below 7. See that? Ooh, it just went down so bad. Let's request mission. Come on. I'm in Odysseus. You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. Let's do it. No. The blockade. Well, at least that's 9,400. 9,400 blockades. Is it the one with a lot of so it's blockade by Angel? Let me double check something. Angel cartel blockades. Maybe we should blitz it real quick. It's a single pocket. Mm-hmm. Best to set drones, passive, initial group, reinforcements. Okay, so it's a lot of reinforcements. Oh, and there is a chance at the wave number 4 of reinforcements for domination battleship to spawn. You know what? It's so straightforward. I think we should do it. Not in this beauty, of course. We'll go for Paladin. That mighty Paladin is just capable. And by the way, with all these missions done, see, I'm already at 130,000, and that's already half of the way to the BPC of Odysseus. And I think this morning I started from 40,000 or something, because I would fly around for, you know, throughout this week, just
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna build a second Odysseus. A good question. You see, on one hand, I can see that BPCs are dropping in price, right? Because it used to be over 1 bill. Now I see them dropping below 800 million. And but the resonators from Sisters of Eve, they're not dropping in price. They're on high demand because everybody building these Sisters of Eve ships. Okay, I'll switch to multi-frequencies. So most likely, yes. The answer to your question is yes. I'll probably gonna build one more Odysseus, and then we'll go from there. I'll see if I feel like selling it, because it sells well for over 3 bill. Or maybe I'm gonna leave it. I haven't decided, but it's definitely worth building it. Because you see, another thing, I look at other streamers too, and they're doing some crazy giveaways. It just, I'm not that big as others. So I want to see. Who knows, maybe I'll just give it away. See if it can boost my channel a little bit. Just give up the Odysseys. Okay, let me do the... Yeah, I know. A lot of effort, huge giveaway, but to be honest, I can tell you that I feel like I'm gaining more because people are coming over. There is a lot of communication going on, and I'm very grateful for it. Because to be honest, I did not take that streaming too serious in the beginning, and now I see then more you invest in it, your time, efforts, and quality, more it gives you back. But I never gave anything to the audience yet. I mean, materialistically speaking, we're talking about the ship like that, and giveaway of the Odysseys would be a big improvement in that. Right? And I haven't seen, at least, in my experience, I haven't seen anybody give away Odysseys yet. If I'll be the first one, but I don't think I'm the first one to give it away. So I'm not solid on that decision, but it's probably, that's what I'm gonna do. And because I'm so small on streaming, it's gonna be, the competition will be extremely in the favor of participants, because the chances of you getting that stuff is very high. It's not gonna be that many participants, unless I'll do some crazy announcement. Yeah, as you ask, it's the first time I think about it, and more I entertain this idea, more it makes sense to me. So maybe that huge giveaway would be a big thing for me. That would be a good start. See, the only downside of that, am I planning to stream EVE Online a lot? Because I'm not a professional in this game. There is not, I cannot show you incredible skill like other players. It just, I can share some of my knowledge that I have throughout all these years of playing that, but I was playing casually, and not only casually but also occasional play style. That's why I'm not in a hurry to go to like low sec PvP, doing all that stuff, even though that would be fun. 48. So I'm gonna digest this idea a little more and see what I can come up with. But I will either build Odysseys and give it away, or maybe it would make more sense to give away the BPC only, because it's a little less effort. You know, I can do it quicker. Because if I sell that BPC, does it make big difference for me, really? I have 4.5 bill on my account, and I cannot really tell. Yes. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy what I do over here, even though I know that's like a lot of players don't find it entertaining, because for them, there is no PvP activity or things like this. If I show you my PvP activity, it's gonna be embarrassing. Because I think it was like too much of a negative experience for me when I tried it out. And but this is a game of love and hate. You come and go. When you want it to be more challenging, maybe you should start with something cheap, like what was that? Maybe try destroyers. Maybe faction warfare is the way to go. That's the, you kind of entering the PvP world through, through the warfare. Because what I used to do when I was like super bored, I would show up on people's whoever is playing around, with a PvP feat destroyer, and I would start messing with like, let's say I would loot their racks, and they would just flip and attack me. And all of a sudden, I would just respond with the full power of PvP feat. So it's not very fair, but if you play, if you play into, if you play this game long enough, it's not about fairness. EVE Online is not about to be fair. It's about who's winning at the end. The old saying, the good guy finished last. It is for a reason. It applies to... You got baited yesterday from someone looting your Winter Nexus site. Oh, Proteus gone. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. See, that's what causes the frustration. The Nexus, Winter Nexus last year, you used to take Marauders in there. Frustrating, and you see, they played on your emotion, and you took the bait. So the beauty of it, it definitely gave you a adrenaline rush like no other game. That's why I love it. But on the other hand, that loss is make you bitter. It just, as soon as you realize this game is about losing ships, then you'll be fine with this. But Proteus, I never flew one, and that's why I don't know. I trained my character for Tengu, but I never end up purchasing it. Kind of got stuck with the Marauders concept. mostly. Is it only? Okay. So let me go after these guys. Yeah, as long as you don't fly something you can't afford to lose. You can't afford losing. Because at that moment, you start feeling the damage. And I think on one of the streams I shared my sad story. Like my stupid ass decided to save a little bit time of going through the low sec because it was shorter trip when I was transferring pretty much all my belongings from Dodixie to Amar, and I just lost my proxies with everything on it. All my belongings, all my BPCs and some story modes, storyline yeah, I was pulling my hair. But at the same time, I from that moment I knew what everybody was talking about. You know, the moment you stop taking the game seriously, you know, danger wise, it just checks you right away. It doesn't let you take it without respect, and that's the beauty of it. So every time this game gave me a spanking, I was bitter with myself, not with the game. Unlike a lot of other games, I'll be honest with you, something goes wrong, and it's because of the gaming interface or like some sort of confusing mechanic or whatever, stuff like that. Over here, no. It gives you plenty of time to learn the mechanics. Then you step into risky area on your own, most of the time knowing what you're doing, knowing the risk, but not taking it seriously. And the moment you lose that serious approach, it just beats you back. And you're like, oh, okay, I just got checked. So I have to come back to respecting this game more. And that's exactly what happened to me. And if you're bored, oh my god, this game has so many ways of handing you your butt on the plate. Probably more than any other game. Some people can say there is a, what's the game? Dark Souls, which is pretty hardcore. But Dark Souls to me, even though I never played, but I watched streams and reviews on that game, it feels like a old-timer games. 8-bit games back in the days used to beat my ass ruthlessly. Like whatever you were playing, like you cannot save, or there are some levels which is almost unbeatable. Game doesn't care that you are a little kid, and you feel like you're psychological, like emotional damage, right? back then games didn't care, and that's what what feeling gives me, that Dark Souls. So I've seen it before, and I see the new generation of players. See, addition, yeah, you went through that too. And hold on, I'm trying to get rid of these small ones first. Let's go for Gammas. Yeah, so these Dark Souls, I don't want to play it because I feel like I already been through that. with this game score like messing with you on purpose, or have no mercy for you. This game does have a mercy, but you gotta treat it with respect. Over there, you just it's a slasher with this old style vibe of it's handing your butt back to you. But remember, back in days, you could not save. Remember those dandy times? Or Nintendo? Some probably the hardest challenges we ever went through. So, Edicious, I have a question for you. What is the game you are proud of beating the most? Or maybe there is a level in one of the games, if you remember. Because I can tell you mine. Grand Theft Auto 3 used to have a helicopter mission. Remember the helicopter mission in Grand Theft Auto 3? Oh, I remember being frustrated as hell. Man, that's a lot of waves. Almost done with this blockade. After that, I'll check out the level 4 agent. And if she doesn't give me... Oh, you see that? I have 15 million in bounties. That's great. We're gonna be... Let's do some microwaving of this guy. Oh, probably bad idea. No. Shoot, I didn't want to do one more cycle, but it's such a huge difference in DPS. Finishing the run in Factorio. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend that I know what this game is all about. Because to be honest, that doesn't ring the bell. So it seems like some sort of construction, right? Factorio. Is it the one when you build a spacecraft? Or no? Factorio. I'll look it up. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that I specifically remember like super struggling to get through. Okay, collect resources, turn them into more advanced components, eventually build a spaceship to escape the planet. Okay. And I think it's a complicated game with the physics. Like you have to go through what they call it, like a space speed 1, space speed 2, like to leave the planet, be on orbit, and then leave the system or things like that.
Warp drive active.
I think they ported that game. There is a museum of natural science here in Houston where it used to have a little computer for
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
yeah, maybe it is different game. Okay, more about creating assembly line and manage all the resources. Okay. Yeah, you have to be very, very specific mindset in order to manage that game, probably. because that definitely sounds super serious, like almost like a job. Like you gotta take it into very deep consideration, like all this. I hope. Well, maybe your work is has something to do with this type of activities. Like you finish up the work and then you go play for something almost similar. All right, so we got plus 9,000. Are we at 150? Or no, not at 140. 140. Okay, let's request. Yes, Ennio. Perfect. I think I got through Ennio today, right? Yay! We finish up with a burner. Where is my mighty Nurgle? Let's build a ship. And so Ennio, feed the ship. Oh, my bad. So with Ennio, I think I mentioned today, all you have to do basically is just orbit him at 6.5 kilometers. Don't let him get any closer to you, because Ennio is pretty high DPS closer he gets. And I will not waste any time, dealing with his Logi. Have enough firepower to deal with it. So maybe we will pass 150,000 loyalty points today. We'll be pretty close to the BPO. I forgot to ask you, Odysseus, are you do you have the Odysseys? Did you build one, or did you buy it? Because I think you mentioned you have one. Or I'm mistaken. Forgot to check my orbit. Should be at 6.5. Right. You said you cannot do the burner missions. Is it because of your standing with Sisters of Eve, or you don't have a or you don't have enough skill points in the character? Because if you flying Proteus, I see. Well, I was a little impatient. Oh. That's why, I usually collect skill points. And then use it. Okay, we should be fine now. And then use it on whatever, something interesting I can find. I'll show you right now. Check this out. 7,300,000, free skill points. I could have probably make a perfect Odysseus right away, but I decided only. Right. But if you kind of discipline yourself, not throw it on, everything, you'll kind of thank yourself at the end when you find something whether you really like or you want to learn something really quick to level 5, as long as it's nothing crazy. Like for example, Odysseus requires you to have battle cruisers Amar and Galante, right, in order to use the benefit. And I found out I had it only at 3, level 3 for both, even though all my battleships are in 5 somehow. And I had an option to kind of make it 5 all of them, and then I realized, hey, if I do SP, what is it? It's like 26 days each of them. I think it's over 1 million SP just to make it 5 in one click. And that's why I was like, I'll wait, no problem. Maybe I'll who knows, maybe I'll get like through half of it, and then the rest of it I will be because let's take a look. If I wanna do Amar, $1,264,000. I'm not doing this. Way too much, and it's just not necessary for extra 5% of resistances. I think I'll be fine.
Warp drive active.
But once in a while, when you want to feed something really quick and you realize, oh, you don't know how to do this particular turrets, or that's when I can master it right away, when I want to get to T2. And usually it doesn't require that much. For sure indeed. It's gonna be funny if I'll do a giveaway and it's gonna be a very low audience. I feel like you're gonna be the one who's getting this BPC. ATM. My floating SP is going towards an alt. That's getting in. Okay. See, that's this is a very good approach to have your characters separated on skilling, and that was this is my first character, and I think I made a mistake of trying to make it jack of all trades. Now I kind of regret that, but
Docking request accepted.
okay, so it's not, I guess, not too late to train others. You just have to decide what exactly do you want to do it for industry, or because I have a second character on that particular account which I trained for planetary industry only. First character to experiment, yeah. It just, you never know. Are you planning to spend a lot of time in this game? Because this game probably takes the most if you wanna beat that game. So we complete the mission. We're at 145. Oh, 154. 154. Okay. Let's see if she gives me another burner. No. Angel Extravaganza. Okay, I'm at 2 hours and 40 minutes of streaming now. I feel like I'm not going for another long mission. If it would be a short one, I'd have no problem with this, but now it's probably time for me to say goodbye. Let me strip that real quick. Well, we had decent amount of burners done today. Got a little closer to this BPC, whatever the destiny of that BPC will be. figure something out. If it's gonna help to boost my channel a little bit, I think it's totally worth it, because do I need the second Odysseus? Realistically, no. No, because that first one I have does the job just fine, and I think I don't utilize the full potential that ship. I will not be able to for a while. Do I need desperately money? No. So why not just to shoot it to someone who might in need of that? So I think it's decided. Yeah, this BPC will be given away to one of the auditors. So it just, I don't know how to do it. Is it I know there is a program of which randomly picks the person from either comments or on a stream. I think it would be fair to do it on a stream for people who are actually sitting with you having fun, but I don't expect too many visitors. So maybe I'll do the announcement for that, and we'll make it happen. If I'm fast enough, maybe that weekend, right? So today is Thursday. Friday, I'll try to get a little closer to this BPC, and then probably on the weekend, as soon as I get my hands on it, by that time I'll already figure out how to give it away properly. I'm not just gonna be handpicking the person. And plus you are one of the most active participants here. If I fail on this randomizer, I'll just give it to you. But if you stick around, I think you have a very high chance of getting it anyways, because I don't expect too many people to visit my streams. I don't even know how many people are right now watching, but and plus you see my timing is not consistent. It's whenever get pleasure of enjoyment. Yeah, just streaming, absolutely. It's and chatting. The thing is, at my work I used to listen to streams, even though I couldn't play, but I would enjoy of listening to it. And I think I already told, the streams I used to listen to is iBeast, but he streams in Russian, and he kind of partially does the English translation, but it's mostly Russian. The guy is like PvP professional, and actually one of his videos made me interested in EVE Online long time ago, so he got me intrigued. All right, well, Adicious, thank you for the company, thank you for the idea of the giveaway, because you pretty much started that fire. And we'll expect more fun on the weekend. Yeah, you too. All right, thank you for the company. Take care, guys. Noblish was here, and have a good one. See you next time.